Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Masks Monday, and we are up to session 57 of Masks of Nyarlathotep. We are going to jump into combat in a moment or two, but before then, there's a bit of procrastination to do, having to introduce the players. Let us start off with Miss Lin, please.
Oh, hi. Hi. Yes, I'm Lin Fen. I'm being played by Becky. She's amazing. I'm obviously also amazing.
Good. We also have Mr. Carter.
Alan Carter out of Lightning Ridge, Australia. He's come home and looks like he's going to die here.
Better here than China?
Well,
We also have Mr.
sorry,
McNairn.
Yes, I'm Andrew McNairn. I'm a former church troubleshooter. I'm now working involved with the rather humble Miss Lin Fen, and the soon to be demised Mr. Carter, and probably the soon to be demised Mr. Zhao. I'm probably soon to be demised as well, but I just want to make sure they're first.
They're only saying this because I said I was excited for tonight. We also have Mr. Liu.
We understood your code very well.
Also, I mean, as we left off, it was kind of self-explanatory. The name of my character is Liu Zhao, and I'm a former bounty hunter and a current session summarist. I mean, we did a bunch of stuff last time, but mainly we focused on some sort of cows shortage, as we were made aware in the lobby of the hotel. We knew that there was no milk, no meat, no nothing, because apparently there were no more cows. And what's best to do than investigate the matter? So Mr. Carter and Miss Lin, went to one of these affected farms. I believe there were 5 in total that were affected in the short distance. And of course, Lin Fen almost started a race war between Australians and Aboriginals by saying that, oh, you see this cow is dead because of Aboriginals. And the farmer was not very keen to listen to that matter. But again, things were diffused. As they are aware, maybe the farmer actually took his shotgun and went to make justice by himself. But what they saw was that cows had punctures on the underbelly that resembled the ones that we read about, of these bats with these clubs with bats' teeth on them, and that were probably coated with some sort of venom that let the cows then die. They also went to investigate about this Mackenzie fellow, because we thought that maybe was a lawyer, maybe a solicitor. We don't know for sure. Maybe he is a lawyer, though, because in a ledger dated 1919, we saw that there was a lawyer working under that name. Also, they took one of the samples of the venom to the university so that maybe we can find some sort of antidote for that. And of course, they stopped to the anthropology department when they see that there is a psychology book. I didn't remember who the author was. I recall maybe it was Van Dyke. I wrote Van Dyke in my notes. Van Dyke, sorry. That of course is out of place, and a whole chapter was torn apart. A chapter that had to do with manipulated like-minded people or large group of them, rented by someone with a made-up name about a couple of months prior, that maybe is operating to influence Aboriginals. Then we all meet back for dinner, And Miss Lin has another one of her great ideas that says, let's do a gold rush so that people will randomly start a town in the middle of the desert. Then says, no, you see, this is not maybe that doable. How about we lure them into thinking that some sort of weird Chinese tradition and legend is taking place in Australia? That might work as well. But we were brainstorming where we noticed a couple of people that were sitting not that far from us. Their table was too tidy. They didn't dine, actually. So we go down the road to pursue them, and of course we hear clicking on the streets, like echoing around and stuff, all around us. And then we are surrounded, and then our keeper is excited for tonight's session. So it's not really on us, is it?
I could be really dull and boring about tonight, and then everything will just fall flat.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Would you like D12 worth of luck?
It's
Yes.
the fact that as a Cthulhu GM,
Oh, for
I'm
fuck's sake.
excited for this session usually translates to, and there will be character deaths left, right, and center.
To be fair, it was more I actually did some prep this time. So
That whole statement is such a trope, and it's wrong, because what gets the GM excited isn't screwing the players over, but it's the players actually role playing instead of saying I rolled a d10. So that whole trope of the GM's out to get us is so adversarial, and if that's like the game, then we're like I wouldn't be here.
No,
Oh.
none of us would.
Well, if you all TPK'd now, I'd have some writing to do for this end spiel. So more work for me. So there we go. Anyway, so in terms of where we left off, yes. So you've been hearing clicking for the past few seconds. Liu, in particular, you definitely get the feeling that quite a lot of people are approaching you quite quickly from all directions. Some from sort of further left and right along the boardwalk, maybe even on the roof of your restaurant. It's quite a low building, so maybe they've got up on the roof. So you will be able to act before them if you intend to go straight into combat. Although at the minute you can't really see them, so you might have to kind of, I don't know, wait for them to show up, or maybe take your chances with the direction they could be in. Since both Alan and Liu, I know that you had your guns ready beforehand, so technically you're going to go first if you still want to intend to shoot with them.
Well, we can hear this clicking, but can we see anything yet?
You can hear clicking, and Liu can hear footsteps.
Does this clicking sound like footsteps? Is it like heels on the boardwalk or something, or is it?
No, it sounds like somebody clicking at a horse, with the tongue.
Oh, well, unless we can see something to shoot at. Alan's not going to shoot right away unless he can see what he's shooting at.
Yeah, same. But I'd ask our friend Dodge, because I believe he's still with us.
He is, and he's looking quite startled, actually, given that two of you have drawn your guns.
I just tell him to run back into the restaurant, and of course tell the others inside to stay away from windows.
Why? What's happening?
Just go. Maybe nothing. Maybe just go.
He definitely ducks back inside. You think that he might be wanting to wait to see for himself what on earth is happening?
As long as he's inside, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, he does duck back inside.
Mm-hmm.
I can sort of scan the area, looking in all these directions. I can hear the clicking to see if I can see anything.
Okay. What I'll say by that point is you do start seeing people appear. They're mostly quite young-looking men. But yeah, you see a couple coming from your right, kind of round from an alleyway. They start poking their heads around and start advancing. And yeah, Leo, you can also hear people coming on the roof, and then somebody else pokes over the top.
Are they doing anything?
They are at the moment. They are advancing. So again, if you want to shoot before they get to you, you can. They don't appear to be armed.
I'm not the first one to shoot, given
No, I mean,
that I'm a foreigner. So unless I am certain that shit's about to go down, I'm not doing the first move.
Yeah, it is difficult at the moment.
I let them see that I have a gun.
Okay.
So that they can act accordingly, but I'm not shooting or firing.
Okay.
I will fire a shot into the air above the heads to see if that gives them any pause.
Okay. You can give me an intimidate roll with a bonus die.
With the bonus, I'll need it. Intimidate. Where's intimidate?
Does Andrew and Lynn do anything, by the way, in this?
Yes, absolutely. Intending to get myself up on the roof as well. Just got to figure out the best method based on what the frontage of the building is like.
Failed by 16.
Even with the bonus die?
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. They definitely don't seem to flinch back at all, but they do wait for something. Lynn, in terms of what the front looks like, yeah, it is a fairly low looking roof, so you could potentially get up there. I'll say that there's some kind of slightly tacky looking but still fairly nice decoration, like a kind of a large fish and sort of structure where some vines are coming up that you could climb up.
Does it look low enough to sort of just jump up, or am I going to have to climb?
Depends how quickly you want to get up there, really. How's your jump?
Well, jump and climb are kind of the same, but I imagine jumping faster, you see. So, but the problem with the jump is if you fail, you're not going to get up. Whereas a climb, it's just, you failed and you get up slower.
Basically, yeah, because you'd have to reach up and try and pull yourself.
Yeah, I'll climb up, but I'll do it with style, or try to.
You'll do it with style. Okay.
Okay. Well, apparently not quickly, but very stylishly.
Okay, so I'll say that you definitely get up there next round.
Okay.
So, what happens then as these people wait on the roof in particular? You also see that the ones at the side seem to wait after the gunshot goes off. Somebody else then comes along, an older man. Well, I say older, middle-aged, certainly, but considerably older looking than the others. And he sees that you've got a gun. And it's almost like, what I'll say from where Lynn is, you can see that he's kind of taking a deep breath in. So his stomach is kind of expanding.
If, and I'm saying if, fucking insects are coming out of this guy's mouth.
You're dropping him.
I'm starting shit.
You're dropping
Just
him.
be aware of that. Oh, also remember, Jason, that I am still indefinite insane.
Yes, I do remember.
Any sanity loss is shit.
What do you want?
What?
What am I on?
No, what do you want? The guy who's advanced.
Oh, I see.
Okay. I thought you were asking me. I said.
I don't think he knows what he wants at the minute. He doesn't reply, given he's got lungs full of air. But he does breathe out, and he actually breathes out kind of almost blowing towards you, Alan, almost like he's, I don't know, trying to blow you away or something. But as the sound comes out, all of you start hearing this strange, low resonance and sort of rattling from the decorations at the front where Lynn is. You can feel sort of almost a slight tremor underneath your feet from the wood. But Alan in particular, you start hearing this really quite loud, resonant noise in your head, almost like, I don't know, some sonic boom has gone off, and you can feel it vibrating through your body. You can try and kind of duck behind somewhere into cover if you like, to try and get away from this with the dodge roll.
I'll try dodge. Yes. Okay. 56. So I want to spend 3 to make that a pass.
Okay, no problem. So, it takes a little bit of effort, but you do manage to weave out of the way and brace yourself against the wall further up. You definitely feel kind of shaken by this, though, and you're starting to lose your sense of balance. Would I be able to have a con roll from you, please?
A con roll, you certainly can. Okay, that's a pass by 10.
Okay. Okay, so you take 2 points of damage as you start feeling this horrendous headache coming on. You're struggling to see, and things are moving and spinning around you a bit. And again, you're having to kind of try and maybe brace your hands on the wall just to keep your balance. It's really horrible, the way the pain is just sort of starting to sear through your head. So in terms of the next couple of rounds, I'm afraid you're going to get a penalty for things like shooting and so on. But yes, we're going to go into combat. So, I guess start from the beginning. So, let's go with Liu, because you've still got your gun handy. So, do you want to do anything at this point?
I mean, do I see how Alan is acting after this guy blew?
Yeah, definitely.
He
he tries to move away, but is sort of staggering a bit, and he's obviously in pain. He's putting his hand on his head, that kind of thing.
Yeah, hold my guns.
What about the others? Are they just waiting?
At the moment, they're waiting, but they're blatantly watching with interest, and some even possibly enjoying it.
I'm shooting the guy, the otter balloon guy.
Okay, go ahead.
What's my gun? Oh, fuck. No. No, that's a... Oh, no, fuck. I rolled 2 units. I'm sorry. Okay, that's an extreme.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine. That is an impale.
So it is... I can never remember it. It's max damage plus the roll,
Plus your
right?
die roll, yeah.
So that's 12 plus 7. That's 19.
Ooh, wow, okay. Well, I wasn't expecting that. But basically, Alan, you still hear this kind of vibration going around in your head, but then it stops as soon as this gunshot rings out from near you, and the rest of you just hear silence and then a drop on the roof. There's this kind of brief moment of shock from the others up above, as if they're not quite sure what to do.
Oh, thanks, so.
You hear the sound of dodge inside. What the hell was that?
I thought my head was going to explode.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's... I don't think we are still out of danger. We'll see.
Indeed. And you do hear one of these young men pipe up from the roof and say, keep going. And he's just kind of trying to psych them back into action, so they are still going to advance. Lin, it is your go.
I'm up on the roof now, right?
Yeah, you're just about on the roof.
Did I see who spoke?
Yes.
Okay.
So you actually recognize him as one of the 2 men who were in the restaurant.
Okay. So I advanced toward him, doing essentially a kung fu kata, flicking my fan around between my hands, momentarily the fan is open and shut again, and then eventually I try to bonk him with it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm basically going towards him with a flurry of needless excess body
He's
movements.
going to try and fight back.
Okay, I've hard passed.
He is also hard pass, but I imagine your thing is actually no, it's the attacker, isn't it? So, oh god, I always forget this whether it's the attacker or I think it's the attacker, but who wins?
If it is a draw, the defender wins usually. If I'm not mistaken.
It's a bit different if it's for dodging. Yeah, so fighting back, the attacker wins on a draw. If it's attack versus dodge, it's the defender. So yes, you get a hit in.
Okay. So I deal 4 plus 4 damage. 4 plus
damage.
nothing. Yeah.
Okay. So
I don't actually hit that hard, sadly.
Okay. So
It was stylish.
it was more important to me to have my points in appearance than strength, even though I built a close combat character.
Yes, you stylishly weave around his potential uppercut, shall we say, and you managed to get a hit in on him. You do notice that there are a couple more behind him, and you think they're going to maybe try and outnumber you. In the meantime, Dodge is inside, and he's going to do something. Next up, we have the rest of these guys. So there's going to be 2 who come from near where Alan is, and are basically going to try and kind of pile on you and outnumber you.
Well, I'm down where Alan is, so I'm an alternate target as well.
Potentially, he's just a little bit closer, so they're going to go for him first. So you can dodge a fight back. They're coming into melee.
As they're coming forward, I will. If they lunge for me, I won't dodge. I'll try and shoot one.
Okay. This is where one of the rules I was getting mixed up, because with guns you technically can't fight back with them. It's just something you do on your turn.
I'll dodge it.
Okay. No worries. Bear in mind you got a penalty because of your headache.
Oh, penalty! Damn it! That was a really good one. Okay, well that's still a pass, but okay, 40. So that's still a pass.
Okay, cool. Yep. So you managed to get out of both of their ways for now. They do stay on you though. Next round, because they're both on you at the same time, they're going to basically outnumber you. So they get a bonus from that for any moves, unless you move away, obviously. Okay. Then I actually forgot to put you on here, but I did remember. Next we have Andrew.
Is he one of those guys that are trying to get the jump on Alan? Shoot one of them.
Okay, no problem. You can fire away. They are within base range. Yes.
It's my handgun.
Yeah.
That will be a nice extreme pass. Thank you very much.
Ooh.
Okay, that's another impale.
So that's 12 plus a D10 plus 2.
Yes.
That'll be 24 damage, please. Thank you very much. I just rolled a 10.
Nod you did. I saw that. Okay, so you kill one outright. Describe what happens.
Basically, in the interests of science, I have decided I want to know exactly just how brainy these cultists are. So I have shot one in the head, and his brain matter has exited in fear out the back of his skull.
Exited in fear. I'm just trying to get my head around that, really. Okay,
How does he?
you've now got your gun out. Brillo. Okay.
Possibly the only decent roll I make tonight, but damn, it was good.
Maybe.
Stop jinxing it, mate.
I jinxed it a minute.
You hear more sounds going off inside, like sounds of reactions and things. Let me just make a quick roll if I can find the limit. There we go. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. I will make a mental note of that. Okay, we are back up to the top. Not you, because you're not with us anymore. Alan, it's your go. So again, there are these two that are still on you. You can shoot them if you want, and you get point blank range for it.
I will
No,
shoot.
he has one on him.
And
Oh,
a
yes.
shot roll. I will
Yes.
shoot that one.
Okay, point blank range, you get a bonus die.
A bonus. Does that just nullify my?
Yeah, it just cancels it out.
Okay. Okay, that's a 1, so that's an extreme.
That's a crit.
Right.
I
See
did have
when
a
you
flash
see when you said when you were prepping for tonight's session, were you prepping for 3 crits?
No. Okay then. So yeah, another impale. Roll your damage.
Okay, so that is a 13.
Okay, that is another one that goes down dead.
It was close, so just as he came at me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You still killed him though. Liu, it is you next. You start hearing more footsteps coming from your side. As
How
police
far
start
are
coming
they?
around. They're certainly within shooting range. They're about 13 yards away.
We did we see the ones on the roof?
Lin has got the best view of them at the moment. You definitely heard them from where you were.
Okay, but I was thinking that if she's outnumbered up there, I may as well shoot one on the rooftop.
Okay.
Given mine are still kind of out of the way, do I
Okay.
manage to see one in order to shoot him?
They're slightly obscured, so I can allow it with a penalty. If you fumble, you might hit the wrong person, shall we say?
In front of me is fine. I'm shooting in front of me because I believe that.
Oh, the people over that way, yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
Lin has already some beef with me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a gunshot wound to be another one.
Mm-hmm.
That's another extreme, mate.
Fucking Jesus.
I'm
Christ.
sorry, that's a 9.
We are determined.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
12 plus 3, that's 15.
Okay. Yeah. Another one goes down. It's almost like we're playing what's it?
Duck Hunt.
No, I was not even thinking Duck Hunt. That's not Mad Max, but that oldish video game where you just shoot so many fucking things at once, like Wolfenstein, but turns it to 11 almost. Anyway, yes. So yes, you shoot one of them again. Right.
I'm sorry,
Andrew,
mate.
it's fine. Since you have your gun, if you want to shoot, you're next in initiative.
Is Lin not getting a shot?
Lin doesn't have a gun.
Oh. Then I will shooty. I will see target and I will shooty.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just a normal hit. was just checking to see whether or not that was.
Boo-hoo, roll your damage.
That's 12 points of damage, though.
Oh, Jesus. Still a lot. Okay, let me just quickly get the con up here. Okay. Yeah, they're not down, but you hear this scream erupt from them, and it's kind of quite a high pitched one as well. He kind of grabs or tries to grab, his
Sorry,
chest
mate,
from
didn't
the
mean to
carrier.
shoot you there.
And nearly buckles as he tries to put a hand somewhere to balance, but he's not conscious somehow, even from that, and you can see blood start gushing out. Okay, let me just make another roll. And there's a comment that's come through. It is Matteo, who knew exactly what I was planning, and now this is going on with all these extremes. If you hear furious chomping in the background, that's me. Yeah, so loud. Okay, what was I even looking for? I was looking for... Yes, that's what I was looking for. So... Interesting. Okay. Lynn and Alan, if you've not had your listen ticked, then tick it now. You've heard the sound of Dodge quite frantically speaking to somebody, you think over the phone, describing what's going on where you are, presumably, aka there's gunshots going off. I don't know what's happening. They're just shooting everywhere, and I'm hearing people fall down.
He's called the police.
Yeah, it does seem like it.
Next up, we have Lynn. So there's still a few up here. There's two that are trying to keep around you. You think that somebody behind them is maybe going or trying to get over to the older man's corpse for some reason.
Okay, well, I'll keep blasting that first one I attacked that I already did a bit of damage to.
Okay.
That is a pass.
Oh, okay. He has fought back with an extreme.
Right, hang on a minute. I need to decide if I'm going to blow a lot of luck. Oh, that is a lot of luck.
To be fair, it's only 3 damage. He's not got a lot of punch to him.
Yeah.
I'm almost tempted to say hold off because I've got a feeling we might need some serious luck.
See, 38 luck to turn that to an extreme. That's not great, is it?
No.
Don't do a French word.
That's
a
an
buttload
awful
of luck. That's not worth it. Not worth it for 3
Yeah.
damage.
Okay.
Not for 3 damage.
If you were going to
Okay.
die outright, I'd say, okay, just spend it.
You take
so
3 damage then. You try and get around his punches, but he's a bit more ready for you now, and he manages to get you a bit in the stomach.
Yeah, I get wrong-footed a bit, trying to make sure I'm trying to position myself out of the other one's reach and failing to do so as he catches me.
It's becoming a bit of a juggling act. Okay. Then it's the rest of them to go. So basically, the one that just just punched you, and the other one both try and grab you. So it's more of a maneuver. So you can try and make a brawl to fight. Well, it's a brawl to fight back or a dodge, and they're going to basically try and come on you with a maneuver.
I'm going to kung fu them.
What fu them?
Kung fu them.
Oh, kung.
Yes.
Not what I thought you said.
Hard.
Okay. They do get bonus dice because they're outnumbering you. Okay. The first one also gets a hard. And again, because they're attacking he does grab hold of you. So you're kind of you're in a grapple at the moment, basically. The other one didn't quite manage it, but he's helping support the other one. You actually see that the second one, whilst he didn't manage to get hold of you physically, he's reaching into his pocket for something out of his little blazer. As for the third one is going to reach the man's body, and he is going to pull out a gun and shoot the first person that he can see down below. So let's see. I imagine, yes, it's going to be you. Now it's my turn to get extremes. Okay. What's the damage against? Okay. Liu, out of nowhere, you hear the sound of a gun go off, and you feel something make contact with your stomach area. How much HP do you have?
I got 10 because I didn't fully recover.
What's your maximum?
11.
Okay. You can't help but fall backwards onto the ground. You feel kind of your back slapping against the wood, and you feel this warmth of blood start just seeping out all over you. You're struggling very hard to breathe at this point, and it's also very difficult to see. Everything is starting to go dark.
Of course. Well, fuck me, I guess.
Shit.
That's for shooting poor nurses in the face.
I may have a plan for you later. Don't worry. Okay. Then who else do we have left on that service? So there's the roof. We've got the one, or actually no, they're both dead on Alan's side. There is still a couple on Liu's side technically. So they're going to rush at you, Andrew. So you have the chance to dodge or fight back. They're going to come into melee.
I'm going to fight back.
Okay. Make your roll, good sir.
I'm going to melee their ass. Which, when I say it like that, doesn't sound particularly good, but...
No, not really.
That is a pass.
Okay. Well, fortunately for you, you do manage to hit the nearest one. One of them basically fumbled, so I'll say that he manages to trip over some sort of display thing near the restaurant. So he's currently prone. So yeah, roll your damage for the one that you managed to sock it to.
That is 6 damage.
Okay.
Thump.
Okay. Yeah, you do thump him, and you definitely think it's going to bruise later. But he's still standing, very much so. You think he's going to try and initiate something next opportunity. The other one that's not prone, you also notice that he fishes into a trouser pocket for something. Right, so it is back to the beginning. So it's going to be Alan. You're up.
Okay, I want to move over, seeing Lou go down. I want to move over to check he's okay.
Okay.
I'm not, mate.
You head on over, and actually, it's quite a horrible sight. Basically, however the bullet went in, you obviously assume it's a bullet, but you can actually see that it's ruptured something, either his stomach or an organ of sorts, in there. If he's got any time at all, which you're starting to think probably not, you're going to need to do something about it immediately.
Alan, listen carefully. Cremate me. I don't want no bugs eating my flesh. Please burn my body. Scatter the ashes wherever you please.
Okay, I'll take my jacket off, ball it up, and push it against the wound. I assume it's quite a large wound. If it's
like I said, it's impacted something in there. When you push down, you actually feel some sort of soft squelchy thing almost kind of dissipate with liquid. It sort of seeps out. Can I have a sanity roll for that, please, since it's a little bit
thank you.
grim?
Sanity roll is a fail.
It's a fail.
Oh God. Just when Giorgio said, listen to me carefully, all I could think of was a lower low.
Okay. So you lose 2 sanity for that. Obviously not much, but you still can't help but at least flinch back briefly. It just feels so disgusting, that kind of pressing down.
Excuse me. I am disgusting to you. Mm-mm.
I just want to keep the pressure on to try and reduce the bleeding, whatever I can. With one hand, and I'll keep a gun up with the other.
I mean, yeah, bleeding's one thing, but ruptured organs are another thing. You're kind of, it's more like you're doing it almost for show at this point. If you've got like your gun up in one arm and no, you're just sort of, you're just pressing down like fruitlessly. My bum is on a thistle. Oh yeah.
I remember the first time I saw that particular episode and he said that line, I was in stitches.
Okay, you'll go, Mr. McNairn. Again,
right.
If you want to shoot.
I still have my gun.
You do, yes.
I'm going to shoot the person who's fumbling in his pockets.
Okay.
Because I'm rather worried that he's fumbling to get something out. If not a gun, then maybe a knife or something, and I'm having none of that.
Okay.
So I'm going to shoot the guy.
Yeah, you certainly can.
That is a hard pass.
Okay, that is a hit.
That's 10 damage.
Ooh.
At close range.
These guys are stout, though. It is a major wound, and you get him quite nicely in the shoulder, enough that blood starts coming out, but he still stands, and he's determined to finish what he started. Okay.
Well, I'm hoping, if nothing else, it was the shoulder that's attached to the arm that was fumbling the pockets, in which case he might not be wanting to fumble quite as easily.
Yeah, true. Okay. It is going to be Lin next.
So I'm being held, aren't I? What can I do?
You can certainly try and get out of their grasp with a brawl.
Actually, I've got a different idea. Rather than try to get out, how close to the edge of this roof am I?
Well, you're okay. You're about.
Move.
I mean, it's not a big place, is it?
No. It's more that, again, because it's quite a low roof. If you throw them over, you might break their leg. Or
it's more a case of like, I'm being held, but can I force him back enough and get enough momentum behind a sudden push to land on him?
You've got about 5 feet distance. So if you do a decent strength roll, I could do a strength roll.
Okay, I might be blowing luck.
It is going to be opposed.
Oh! 0, 0. Many zeros.
That's 100.
Too many zeros.
That is a fumble.
That's the exact opposite of crit, Becky.
I know, like all you guys are just
Keep
critting
going.
left, right, and center.
It's definitely a very diverse set of
can't
rolls
even
tonight.
hit.
Okay. What I'll say is that you try and kind of push. Like, I'm assuming you're pushing back, right? Kind of like that. But if anything, you kind of you almost cradle further into him, so he gets a better grip on you, to the point where he's holding you really, really tight. You see that the other one has actually drawn a handkerchief and just shoves it in your face, in your mouth area, and you smell this fairly familiar smell, a little bit different from the cow, but there's definitely a smell of dung in there. Would I be able to have a con roll from you, please?
That is a pass. I could make it a hard if pushed.
There's not really much point. You will go out anyway. It's more a case of how bad it is. So yeah, you get this kind of overwhelming stench, but there's this strange sort of almost like an alcohol or ethanol smell in there as well, or some sort of chemical. You start feeling very numb, and
I wish to reconsider my life choices.
and yeah, you get this kind of numbing and drooping sensation from your eyes as you start falling into unconsciousness. Right. At this point, could I have a group luck roll from whoever is the group luck roll person?
I'm down to 50 now.
I think there might be people below you.
I'm on 49.
Okay.
I take it it's up to me then.
No one's saying
I
anything.
love how no one's saying anything at all.
I rolled 48.
Okay. Good. All right. No problem at all. Absolutely fine. Okay, so we are up to your adversary, shall we say? So those of you who are on the ground floor, or ground rather, you can just about see that something's happened to Lin, and she appears to have either fallen or they've grabbed hold of her or something. The others around Andrew. So I'll do the one with the thing in the pocket first. He also gets out like a kind of it's not really a handkerchief, it's more like a sponge actually, or like a flat pad or something like that. And he starts advancing towards you with the others. The others are going to try and hold you. Again, you can dodge or fight back, but at this point you are outnumbered, so get a bonus.
Me? I am dodging. No, I'm fighting back. Fuck it.
Okay.
And I get a bonus die.
No, they get a bonus die.
They get a bonus die.
Yeah, because they're outnumbering you.
Bollocks to all of that.
I know.
I'm going to spend 7 points of luck to make that a pass.
I'm afraid they both got hard with their bonuses. So
I didn't want to know that they got hard with their bonuses.
Yeah, okay, fine. I kind of walked into that. Okay, so they waste no time in both grabbing hold of you almost in unison, holding you tight. And the one with the pad, again, shoves it directly in your face. Obviously, this is the first time you've smelt anything like this, so you definitely get this incredible, horrible stench, almost like muck spreading from back in Scotland in the crofting fields. But this is very, very potent. So because you've not smelt this before, can I get you to make a con with a penalty, please?
Con with a penalty.
Aye.
Yeah, 79.
Okay.
Which is not a success.
Yeah, I was going to say that's what I thought. Okay. So yeah, you almost immediately kind of want to hurl, but that's stopped just by this, like, again, this sheer tiredness you're feeling very acutely, and you just fall very clumsily onto the decking. I will make a note that you failed your con roll as well. The last one who had the gun up on the roof points it straight at you, Alan, and says, "One of your friends is dead, and the others, they're gone too. Don't be stupid."
Well, I'm going to shoot at him.
You can if you want. I mean, you're the only one left, so feel free. He is going to try and, aka, dive for cover by falling flat onto the floor.
Okay.
So he's going to dodge that, basically.
Am I still on a what's it called?
I'll say no. It's worn off by this point,
Okay.
so you just got a normal.
Oh, I missed.
Yeah, he could kind of tell that you weren't convinced by his ploy. So yeah, he falls flat onto the ground, and because of the angle, it ping goes off the roof. The others that have just taken care of Andrew move fairly swiftly towards you. Presumably you've still got a couple of bullets left, so if you want to take a shot at them, it's now your go. What, sorry?
I've got 3 left.
Okay. If you want to shoot them from here, you can.
Yeah, I can fire all 3.
You would get penalties for all of them if you did.
Will I?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll fire all 3.
Okay.
Okay, so that was
Again, they're going to try and fall flat.
Do or die time.
I hit with 1.
Okay. What I'll say is that all 3 of them sort of fall fairly clumsily. But yeah, one of them you do manage to kind of hit as he's going down. So yeah, feel free to roll damage.
That's 9 points of damage with that one.
9 points of damage, okay. Okay, that one there. They're all looking rather battered and bruised, but even so, like I said, they are fairly stout. And this one also stays standing. Okay. How many bullets do you have left, actually?
That's the gun empty.
Okay. Yeah, as I expected. So they kind of, those that weren't shot, at least that one flinches a bit, and he's taking care of that. But the other 2 who kind of fell down flat, you kind of keep trying to pull the trigger, and there's a click sound, and they just look up at you as if, you know, the game is up, sort of thing. The one from the roof does come down. He's now pointing his gun straight at you. We can do it the easy way or the hard way, mate.
Well, I'm Australian. I'm not going to just give up like that. So I'll.
We're Australian. We're not so different.
I'm just not going to give up. So I'll throw my gun at him.
Okay.
And
fine.
And if I have got a chance after that, I'll rush him.
Okay, give me a throw roll.
Damn it. A throw roll is a 21. So, oh shit. I'm going to spend 1 on that.
Okay, to make it a pass.
To make it a pass, yeah.
Okay. So he fails. So yes, you do manage to hit him with that. Let's see, for something like a gun thrown, that'll be a D6. Good, it's made of metal.
Well, I'm changing weapons. Thrown guns.
2.
Okay. No worries.
Nothing wrong with a good improv weapon. And yeah, you've got plenty of loaded weapons all around you.
Okay. So what I'll say is that, yeah, you managed to kind of hit him in the nose area, so you think you might have possibly broken it, although he seems like, you know, not too phased by it. Certainly in terms of physical, not phased. But the gun then kind of clatters on the floor behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And he turns back towards you. Obviously now you've got no bullets or a gun. And he says, "I'm really starting to get annoyed with you." And by that point, he actually rushes you first.
Okay.
With the others in tow.
Wouldn't want to disappoint him.
What is the plan? Do you want to try and make a stand? You're going to be outnumbered now.
Definitely make a stand.
It's 3 against 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can dodge him or fight back.
Fight back at this stage.
Okay.
You got to see it from his point of view. He's seen one die. He's been told the other 2 are down. He's going all out now.
I mean, it's commendable. Make your roll then.
So what's that? It's a fighting roll. Fighting brawl.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is a pass.
You got an extreme.
Oh, okay.
That is 3 points of damage. He bops you 1 in the jaw.
1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm down to 8 now. Hit points.
And the others crowd you, and it's actually, given you've just been hit, it's quite easy for them to come on you. So they've got you again in a grapple. You can try and get out of them, but it's gonna be a pretty difficult role for you to do so.
Yeah, I'll be struggling, but I don't expect to get away from them with that sort of numbers. But I'll be struggling.
Fair. Yeah, you can if you want to roll, you can, but I'm gonna get them bonuses.
Would that be a brawl again?
It's still a brawl because it's kind of like a grapple, but they've got you pinned on the floor.
That's a fail. 73.
Yeah. Okay, I've rolled really well for them anyway, even without the bonuses. Yeah, they keep you very much pinned there. And once again, like the others, you are presented with a rather horrible rag of some sort of concoction, which is a fairly familiar smell to you. Could I have a con roll, please?
Okay, 56, which is a pass.
A pass, okay. No worries. So just Andrew who failed the con roll. So once again, like the others, it's a very potent, slightly ethanol smelling concoction, whatever it is. And you go out fairly quickly after that, or rather you kind of slump down on the floor a bit more. So with that in mind, let's take a break.
Action packed.
The tables really turned in that round, didn't they?
It did.
Well, wasn't that eventful?
It was very eventful. But the Australians do have a reputation for keeping fighting.
Well, I mean, it made perfect sense as far as you were aware. All three of us were down. You know, you decided you were going. If you were going to go out, you were going to go out fighting.
They used to put
I would have done the same.
They used to put Australians in the front line because in the First World War because they kept going longer than other Allied troops.
There's also Leslie Allen Bull, one of my favourite Sabaton songs, which is this Australian guy who I think he was fighting with the Americans. And I can't remember exactly where it was, but basically his side were getting really torn up on this hill. He was a first aid dude or something, and he went back up this hill that was getting pelted with guns multiple times to get people back down the hill and to get them saved. And I think he saved about 14 people.
Wow.
It was insane.
See, Lord Morbius has got the plan. That's what we should have done.
What, being Leslie Allen?
No, hold our breath when they covered their mouths with that.
Oh, I see. Yes. Here's another appropriate beer. Pyre.
You know what we did wrong? It was Giorgio, actually. Right? Because...
Of course, yes.
No, right. We had Australians to soak up the bullets. He goes and sends them inside and they call the police. We could have used them to take up their ammo. You know, it's what the British Army did. Why didn't we think of it?
Australians to soak up the bullets.
We built an empire on the backs of Australians soaking up bullets.
Well, that's true.
It should have been second nature to us. When you run out of Australians, that's what the New Zealanders and Canadians are for.
Oh, this was actually made in New Zealand. Cute. It's not a rainbow snake, but it's damn sort of rainbowy. I think it's supposed to be a phoenix.
Hi, Braden.
Who is Australian?
Hello, mate. Hope you're doing well. Stuff happened before the break. Lots of extremes on both sides. Let's put it like that.
It was an extreme combat.
But Morbius, I'm tired. I've had a long day. The words aren't always there when I need them. Let me just open the window, actually, very quickly. I was going to say to Giorgio, it's funny because I'm sure there's a clause in this chapter that says something like, basically, don't kill people until they get to Western Australia, but sometimes, unfortunately, you can't help it.
Well, you got players like us.
Indeed. Okay, let me just think for a moment. Okay.
Yeah, that's right, Lord Morbius. That's why we moved on to using Indians.
Cool. Well, while you're debating that. Okay. So those of you who were not shot up in the stomach, you start coming round sometime later. You don't know how long it's been. You feel very disorientated. It's also very dark where you are. Even when you can kind of open your eyes fully, it's very difficult to see in here. You're in some sort of quite open indoor space, concrete on the ground, actually. There's not that much air down here either. It's kind of stuffy in some way. You can feel that your hands are bound above you, either by rope or chain, something like that. And you actually can see to your leftish, there's this big sort of, you first think it's a stage maybe of some sorts, but then as you start adjusting to the darkness, you can see in the dim light that it appears to be a boxing ring.
Oh.
What the actual bloody hell?
So we're sort of hanging by our arms, are we?
You're hanging by your arms off something. As you're noticing more around you, you can see that there's a load of punching bags, like a maybe 3 or 4, that are kind of just on the side somewhere in the corner. There's a couple of people nearby-ish. You think people who attacked you, but you also see somebody else there, somebody you've not seen before. Lin, actually, in the dim light, he does look pretty good looking, before you ask. Like, good enough for you.
Are our feet on the ground, or are we hanging in the air?
More kind of your tiptoes, so just about, especially if you're a bit on the shorter side. There's also somebody else here who is tied up with you. Lin and Alan, you recognize this to be the chemistry teacher who you saw earlier today. He's looking very battered and bruised.
You want me to put poison to?
Yeah.
Oh, I think we done fucked up.
Shit, they're cleaning house.
Yeah.
He's kind of coming in out of consciousness, so he's not quite noticed you're there or what have you.
He's
I thought you guys were goners.
He's gonna fucking love us when he wakes up.
I thought I was the last one.
No. We came back to haunt you.
So this attractive guy, I'm going to introduce myself.
Okay. You kind of have to shout across the room a bit to him, but yes, he can hear you.
Oh, God.
Hello, my name is Lin. Pleased to meet you.
Let me bring up a portrait. Go on.
I can't believe that we might actually get out of this due to the flirtations of Miss Fen.
He strides over to you in his semi-formal suit and little dicky bow, very kind of professor looking. He's got a very nice chiseled jaw and quite a young looking man, but still very much, in prime of life rather than a little baby sort of thing. And instantly as you start talking, he smiles at you slightly and says, yes, you do like introducing yourself to our kind a lot, don't you? You're the Chinese one that everyone keeps talking about. Now I finally have your name.
Glad to have made an impression.
Well, that's one way.
Hang on. Weren't we after a Zebedee? I remember that name from sessions past.
I mean, he's not introduced himself formally, but this is indeed the man himself.
Well, why did we want to speak to Zebedee?
He's the one that rented the book with the torn pages.
Right. Okay, but I don't know that yet. So you want to get coffee?
Not particularly. I'm quite a busy man. We have many things to prepare for tomorrow night.
Well, maybe we just go straight to the sex. Or do you prefer men?
I wasn't expecting you to be so forward with me, but your name does ring a bell, actually. Although I can't quite think where from.
I don't think the man's quite ready for an interview.
He starts moving away, actually. There's a couple of, again, you maybe think people who attacked you, but they're kind of a similar age anyway. They come in and, they're quite, again, battered and bruised. Some of them have got, like, bandages on them and stuff.
So as he's walking away, I'll shout back, I have washed them very clean.
Yeah, he ignores you. And you can see in the dim light that they're looking really quite badly wounded, but they've been patched up somewhat. And one in particular looks quite upset and distraught, and Zebedee's kind of comforting them a little bit, and he says, "It's awful, isn't it? What they've done to your teacher." And he kind of looks back with his head at the three of you. Actually, come to think of it, as for the fourth one of you, you're again you're seeing what's in here. It's quite an open room apart from this boxing ring, but you can see some sort of structure behind it, about, well, human sized, but you can't really quite see what it is or any more details on it in this light.
Excuse me, it's I hate to labour a point, but it's a little dim in here. Could you maybe put a light on?
As he turns back round to work out who it is who's talking now, you can't help but feel that nausea that you had before, and your words are cut off by vomit just coming out. Oh yes, really quite a potent mixture we've come up with.
I kind of spit and I turn to Lin and say, "Yes, I fully understand that I've just dropped a few attraction points with you for that, but
Stop talking. I'm busy. I'm trying to work this man."
Let me quickly make a roll, actually.
Something tells me he's not going to go for it.
Okay. So you don't know if he's, I don't know, persuaded in some way by what you're saying then, but he does come back up to you. And he says, "I do find it quite funny that a big explosion happens up in the China Sea, and then suddenly people like you come down here asking funny questions. Bit too much for a coincidence, don't you think?"
Probably is, yes. Maybe there is evidence on my body if it were naked.
He laughs at the others behind him, and says, "She's obviously got who was it who drugged her exactly?" And you see this tentative hand go up, and he says, "Well done, but maybe not so much next time. It's not delirious."
Clearly, it has not dampened your libido.
Right. So, for a little while longer, they're down here. In particular, Zebedee. He's doing something with the boxing ring, almost kind of decorating it. They do not ever turn the lights up at all. They don't even have flashlights they use. They're just working in this very dim light. You think that maybe there's some light coming from these little windows above you, but it's kind of hard to see from where you are. There's definitely some sort of dim light, at least. But
What
yeah,
what are we tied with? Ropes or chain?
yeah,
Or
yeah, it's ropes.
is there any sort of give in them at all, or can I work or can I give?
They appear pretty new, actually.
Are we on a hook? Is it on a hook, or like the bag would have been? Are we? Are
Yeah,
our hands
basically,
tied and then it goes
you're
over?
basically human punching bags.
Yeah, there's no way we could probably go up and off the hook at all.
Quite possibly, if you intend to do so right now while they're still down here.
No, I'm just wondering for later, I think.
How far up is the hook?
Oh gosh, it's a good sort of 10 feet. They're suspended from quite a long way up.
It's quite a long way. Isn't it?
How much give have we got in these ropes?
Very little.
The reason I ask is there enough give that I can actually grab the rope and sort of pull myself up it.
You could do that, but it would require a lot of arm strength from you.
I will make the attempt.
Okay, you want to do so now while
Yes.
they're there? Okay.
Yes, while the rope is there, I want to do it.
No, while Zebedee and Co are still there, I mean.
Well, no, I'll wait for Zebedee to bounce off.
Okay. Yeah. So
I'm sorry. I'm old enough to remember the magic roundabout. Whenever I hear Zebedee, I think of
I know.
a spring for legs.
You said that last time. Okay, so before you do that then and try and trapeze your way up, so they stay down here for, you think, maybe an hour, although you've not got any definitive time to help you. Excuse me. They're definitely kind of, they're making it all look all nice in their own horrible, twisted way. And at one point, they actually get this big, maybe a curtain or something, and they drape it over one of the sets of ropes. And it looks to be that symbol that you've seen before. You think of the sandbat, that sort of two-pronged coming out with the circle.
Oh, did we see that before, did we?
I can't remember exactly where you've seen it, but you have definitely seen it before. They also start lighting candles, quite a lot of candles, behind the boxing ring. And you start seeing more of this structure behind, and you realize that they've basically taken Liu's body and pinned it up, and they've punctured him all over with holes. Could I have sanity rolls, please?
That's a pass on the sanity.
That's a fail.
Pass.
Okay. Let's do it this way. Okay. So Alan and Lynn, you lose 1. Okay. Andrew, you lose 5, I'm afraid. You're not near indefinite, are you?
Oh God, no. It's 20%, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was on 69, so no.
Okay. Can I have an intelligence roll from you then, please?
That is a hard pass.
Yeah, you don't want to pass. Okay. Right. So the other two, you're obviously visibly shaken by what you're seeing. However, Andrew doesn't cope with it particularly well. So, where...
You sick bastards!
You are really cramping my style.
You sick motherfuckers!
Well, I'm afraid if that's what they've got planned for us, that's really going to cramp your style.
Oh, where is that table? Here we go.
I don't think that's quite the impaling you had in mind when you were chatting him up. You fucking...
Could I get you to roll me a D100, please, Andrew?
24.
Okay. Okay. You desperately want to run away. It's almost like your body gets this kind of restlessness and jolting, like your circulation's all wrong, along with your feeling of kind of being sick as well. You just want to get some air desperately, and your legs are almost kicking in the air, but of course you can't really move. You see a couple of the younger men see this, and one of them grabs a club and starts advancing towards you.
Yeah. See that whole thing of climbing up the rope?
Mm-hmm.
Now that I have a real impetus to want to get out of here, I'm now thinking up.
Okay.
Up is the only way out.
You can certainly, I'll let you do it, but it's going to have a penalty, I'm afraid, because you're still feeling very sick and you're not really in any... So it'll be like a strength roll or a climb roll if that's any better, but presumably it won't be.
Yeah, it'll be a strength roll.
Okay. Yes, these are definitely the inland tax revenue contests.
That is a pass.
Oh, even with a penalty?
I have a strength of 75. My penalty roll was 74. The other one was 54.
Well, okay. You do get some adrenaline to scramble your way up. Although, in terms of like something on the top, you can't really balance on there. It's just quite a sort of thin strip of metal.
I'm more thinking I just want the hook off.
Okay.
I want to get the rope off the hook.
You can get the hook off.
How close is the nearest person who's hanging to where I now am?
It's not very far, about 5 feet.
Right. I'm climbing down their rope.
Okay. You're still going to have to potentially jump to the next thing.
That's fine.
Okay. You see that you're attracting quite a lot of attention at this point. So what I'll say is not only the younger people, but Zebedee as well.
Okay, in which case we need to cover his move. He's obviously making a move, so I shall also try to get off my hook.
You're getting off the hook. Okay, yeah, make me a strength roll, please.
Can I try and do it in a different way, though? Because I think his approach is just unelegant. Instead, I will try and rotate my body up and then use my legs to help lift me.
Okay.
Probably
So
an easier way to
facing
do it,
down.
to be honest, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that still going to be strength, or is it going to be more dex?
It is still going to be a strength roll, yeah, because you're still trying to pull yourself up.
It is, nonetheless, exactly a hard pass. I had to double check.
Okay, you do so then.
Right, so what roll do you want me to make for this sort of jump? And
it's going to be a jump with a penalty.
Oh, fuck. Well, my attempted escape was short and sweet. I hate this fucking game. Yeah, that's a fail. The reason I hate it, because the first one was a pass.
Okay. All right. So you try and get over, but the rope is actually quite heavy and you can't quite outstretch your arms as well as you'd like. So you just miss any kind of rung on the other one. So you do take a bit of a fall.
Okay.
So let's see. Okay. So you take 3 damage from that.
Okay.
You do feel a little bit of a smack as you hit the ground. And Zebedee just casually comes up to you, almost like he expected you not to make the jump. And I'll say that he's right next to Alan at this point. So yeah, you're kind of... you can say something if you want, but
yeah, I mean, I'm hanging on the rope, and Andrew's just falling at my feet. When Zebedee comes up, I will try and kick him.
You're going to try and kick Zebedee,
and I'm going to try and leap down to him.
Yep. Jason.
Yes.
I unhooked the rope from the hook.
You did.
I didn't unhook it from my hands, so I still have the rope in my hands.
Yes, correct.
I am going to try and garrote this bastard from behind. I'm just going to go with the rope.
And
I'll strangle him.
And if it doesn't upset Lin too much, I'm going to try and kick him in the nads.
Don't wake them.
I think we should
You
probably
weren't ready
go
for this.
to another initiative because there's so much shit going on at the minute.
Yeah. And we're all going for Zebedee in a different way.
You know it's kind of getting pulpy as well when Lin is starting to sound more like the crazy kiosk guy.
3 punches for price of 1.
Yep. Okay. What the hell is this guy's initiative even?
Actually, the crazy chaos surely he would have said 1 punch for price of 3.
Okay.
Be 3 punches for the price of 1 if you pay triple. Today, special offer only.
Yeah. Buy one punch for price of 3. Get 2 punches. Get 2 punches free.
That's the only way I can imagine Crazy Kiosk now.
Okay, you're 65. I was just double checking initiatives.
Yes, Matteo, we are going for a Zebedees. Yes. We're going to bring a whole new definition of spring loaded.
Bear with me a second. Sorry, I'm just sorting out this sneaking initiative track. Okay, no. That's no. Is all of you? Yes, it is all of you. Right. Actually, it is going to be Lin to be first. So what was it you wanted to do apart from fast talk and swindle him of pricing?
I'm basically leaping down from up high, so I should have considerable momentum behind my attack here, but I'm going to fly and kick him.
Wow. Okay. Could I have a combined jump and brawl roll, please?
Well, Kung Fu, hopefully, rather than brawl.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course. You've got your own roll for that. Yeah. Okay, Kung Fu.
The jump is kind of more of an issue.
No, it's fine. So,
just a Kung Fu. Yeah. Okay. Oh, for God's sake. That is a pass.
Ooh. Yeah. He manages to just, veer his shoulder out of the way. You do land fine, but he definitely, outmaneuvers
Okay. Well, that's
you.
his dodge used up then.
For the moment.
Yeah, well, 3 of us are coming at him, so,
Exactly.
Yes,
I've done my part.
Yes, although basically without numbering, it happens the turn after, so at the minute he can dodge any of you. Okay, then it is going to be Alan next.
Okay. So that's a brawl, yeah?
Yes.
21's a hard pass.
Because you're going to kick him. Okay.
Kick him in the nards.
Yeah. Okay. He failed that. Yep, so you do get a hit on him.
Oh, what do you want for a kick? Is that just like an unarmed brawl?
It's just a regular unarmed, so D3 plus damage bonus, if you have one.
Which I do, yes. Damage. Oh, no, I don't. That was the last character, wasn't it? A damage bonus, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a damage bonus. Okay, so that's a 2.
You need to sharpen your knuckles.
Foot.
Well, fine. Your toe joints, whatever they're actually called. Okay. Next up is him. So, who shall I pick? Oh, decisions. Wait, what does that even do? I'm curious now. I'm just going to quickly look at something before I make my decision on what it's going to do.
Now we're dead.
Do feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Or not.
We're taking this man down.
No, it's not in there, because of course it's not in there.
I got a little bit of him, but only 2 points.
I'm going to have to check the Grand Grimoire for that. Let's have a look.
Phil, bear in mind it's been combat pretty much all through the night tonight. That is already 50% of my total damage output.
Here we go.
Every rope has a lining of silver.
Where did this Zebedee guy come from? Where did we learn about him? Was he
The guy who took the book out on how to control groups of people?
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But apparently, no idea how to get laid.
Maybe he has other things on his mind.
That was another
He's not
chapter.
fucking
Becky.
human.
Yes.
That was on another chapter. I forgot to throw out of the book.
Absolutely.
Oh shit! I need to double check how this works.
How to get laid in 3 easy lessons. 1, grab a bunch of people and hang them up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's obviously torn out the rest because it's clearly.
Need to double check the thing. No, not that. What? I can't find it. Here we go. Ah, fantastic.
There's the quote that is now going on as an epitaph on our headstones.
What?
Oh, fantastic.
Mine's going to be, I went for Zebedee's, just not like Phil.
Why am I not seeing? I don't think they've actually put magic points on here, which is a bit of a pain in the arse.
When Zebedee realized he was being cock-blocked by Alan, he didn't quite understand what he meant. Whack!
No, so just okay. Okay. A fifth of power. Okay. So okay, so he looks a little panicked, but he turns towards you, Alan, after you kicked him quite hard, and he grabs hold of your bicep, your nearest bicep, and stares into your eyes. Could I have a power roll from you, please?
Power roll, certainly.
Use all the luck you have if you have to.
Yes. Yes, be the person who does the group luck roll from here on in if necessary.
That's a 16, so that's a hard pass. It's
spend the luck and make it extreme.
Okay, I'll spend 3 to make it extreme.
That way you're doing the group luck roll, Sam.
You shrink his muscles.
Which is just making Lin even more upset.
Extreme.
Okay, so you feel it, the grip tighten, I'll say, and he's sort of tensing up as he's just trying to cast whatever it is he's doing or what have you, and you definitely feel some discomfort in your arms, but after a minute or so it starts going away as he starts feeling a little weakened by it. Right, who's go? Okay, so that's him done. So yes, it's Andrew next. Actually, no, I beg your pardon. Before Andrew, the other young people or youngish people who are left start coming over with their clubs. So let's see. They are going to go for Lin, actually.
Cowardly bastards.
Dodge or fight back, Lin?
I'll fight the virgins back.
Oh my god. Oh,
5 of the
Battling
hard
my
pass, so
antagonist.
if I need a hard, I can do it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just trying to work out where the fuck this. There we go.
With a bunch of virgins, I would say getting a hot. Just yeah, I'm not even going to finish that sentence.
Yeah, I need to get hard for them, don't I?
It should be difficult to get hard. Especially
You
if
play this for so long, you're just not phased anymore. You're laughing at the danger.
We always laugh at danger.
Were you dodging or fighting back? Sorry.
I was fighting back.
Okay. One you hit, the other manages to get the hit on you instead.
Okay.
So roll your damage for the one that you did manage to hit.
4. I've doubled my knight's damage output.
Okay.
That is my modal hit, to be honest. So.
Okay. What I'll say is that the one that you hit was already pretty badly wounded in the first place, so he actually goes unconscious. The other one, though, who was the one who kind of roused people previously, he's now got a good grip on his club and whacks you with it. Need one of you, and deals you 6 damage. You feel a crack across your head.
Ouch.
Is that a major wound?
That is half my health, my original health.
That is a major wound then. Could I have a con roll from you, please? See if you go unconscious.
I pass.
Okay, you do not, but you definitely kind of like with the smell, but just on impact, you feel dizzy and disorientated.
With the major wound, do I roll at disadvantage or? It's just
for now,
healing, isn't it?
Oh, well, for basically you've suffered a bit of concussion, so for now, any kind of physical movements, yeah, you'll get a penalty.
Oh God.
You're still conscious and you've still got 6 hit points, so you're not gonna, kind of lose any more for now.
I lost 3 earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm close to being Giorgio'd.
Well, basically, if you go to 0 at any point, you start dying. But no, the problem with Giorgio's character was he got slightly more than the whole amount of hit points he actually had. So that meant he died straight away, unfortunately. Right, so major wound for you then. Okay, then we have. Let's see. I'll say there's one more left because there's not as many as there were previously by any means, but there's one more left who's going to basically try and get a whack on Andrew. I'll say from where you are because you've fallen down.
Nobody's whacking me at all. I'm having none of that.
I know. Since you've fallen onto the ground, you're technically prone, so you can dodge and fight back, but that'll be a penalty from you.
I will fight back, actually.
Okay. Obviously, you don't have your gun on you. It'll be a melee attack.
Yeah, because I don't want to give up position.
Yeah. Okay. He swings down with his club.
Missed.
Is it a fumble or just a regular fail? Okay.
No, thank God for that.
Okay. You kind of jerk to the side and almost hit Alan's leg, but fortunately, wherever he was going to aim, it wasn't the right place. So you hear this kind of thud on the tarmac because he also missed. Okay, it is now your go, Andrew.
Right, I'm going to do what I was going to do right from the off.
Mm-hmm.
As Zebedee was kind of focusing on Alan and that whole sort of grip thing, I'm just going to get a bit of the rope, and from behind him, just get him and give him a good old garroting.
Okay. It's quite a big rope, but it can fit around his neck, yes. Given
I'm going to make it fit round his neck.
Yeah, all right. Given you're still feeling quite nauseous, I'm still going to give you a penalty for this.
That's fine. And I am
He's
prepared
going
to spend
to
some luck
fight
for
back.
this.
In fact, what even is his? Okay.
That was just a regular.
Okay. But you are the one attacking.
Yeah.
So he also got a regular, so you hit. Okay.
So I'm throttling
So
him.
you're
with
busy choking him. Let me just double check. I think it's a D6 each round for asphyxiation. But I will have a look. Oh, by the way, you're starting to come out of your bout of madness, mechanically speaking, but you're starting to feel a bit more lucid, especially now you've got it round his neck. You feel a bit more kind of focus. I did completely forget about that, but there we go.
Is it just a straight D6, or does damage bonus come into effect as well, considering it is sort of...
I'm just going to check, because I know that with an actual garrote, you have a special skill for that, funnily enough, but I'm going to go with regular asphyxiation for this. If I can find it in Blimmins. Here we go, the forms of damage. Okay. So basically he has to make a con roll. So he'll make a con roll next round.
Okay.
If he fails a con roll, then damage starts happening.
Okay.
So you're not causing any damage at this moment. You're kind of holding him in place, though, almost like a grapple or a move or something like that.
Yeah.
Having said that, it is back to let's see. It's going to be him next. I would like you, Andrew.
I've not had a go. He's acted twice since I last acted.
You did the flying kick, yeah?
Yeah, and that was right at the start.
Okay.
And then he did a spell, and then Zebedee's acting again.
It's because it's instantaneous, so it bumps him up by 50.
Okay. All right. No, that's fair enough. I just wanted to make sure I hadn't been forgotten again.
You haven't, don't worry.
It's okay.
Okay, Andrew, can I have a power roll from you, please?
Really don't want to give you that. But... Is this with a penalty or just a straight up?
Straight up.
Thank you. That is a success, just a regular pass.
What is your total power?
My total power is 55.
Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. So you also feel your neck starts to kind of squeeze in a little bit, and you feel your chest start almost shriveling and getting hard to breathe. Suddenly this burning sensation starts erupting.
Oh God, not this again.
Like really bad
Ronnie?
heartburn.
Ronnie,
okay.
Gaviscon, anything?
Okay. I guess you kind of open your shirt a little bit, and you see that your chest starts getting blacker and blacker. So you take 6 hit points of damage from that.
That is way more than half. So I take it I'm now in a major wound.
Major wound, yeah. Are you down to 0 yet, or is that the first you've lost?
No, I lost a little earlier, remember, from the fall.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then that. I mean, I started on 13, and I'm now at 4.
Okay, make me a con roll then, since you got a major wound.
Is it half your original or half your current?
It's half original, half or more of your original.
That's what I thought.
Even if it was half my current, I would have been on a major wound.
Well, yeah, but
con roll.
Yes, please.
I'm going to spend 3. Can I spend luck?
Yes, you can spend luck.
I'm going to spend 3 luck to make that a pass.
Okay.
What I'm not getting is that you just lost 6 and your original was 13, so it's less than half.
No, I started 13. I lost 3
Yep.
for the fall.
So
Yeah,
but if it's always based on your total. So if it's 13, then you're fine. So it's not a major wound. Just if it was 7, then yes, it would be a major wound. So you're fine. I don't have your max hit points in front of me, so it's
13.
Okay, so it's still very, very painful, and it's again you're struggling to breathe a bit, but not a major wound, and you're conscious. But he's feeling a little bit better now that he's actually done some damage to you. Next up, it is Lin.
Okay. I try to kick him in the back of the head, and then see if my freshly broken ribs prevent me from doing so with a disadvantage dice.
Penalty.
Hang on. Which one is that? That's just a pass. And then... Oh, that's a hard. So the lowest was a pass.
Yep. Okay. No. What even is it? Okay. You hit.
Oh! Miracle of miracles. And I've done 5 damage.
Ooh. Okay.
Boom. Headshot. Back off.
It's not quite that. Hold your
for
horses.
Me, that's one of my max damage unless I crit.
Yes. Hold your horses. He's getting a bit beaten up now, definitely. But he's not going down anytime soon.
Call me.
He almost foams at the mouth at you in rage from that. Okay. Next up it's going to be Alan next.
Okay, so I'm still tied up though, so I can't.
You're still tied up.
Really move. Is he within kicking distance again, or is he further away?
He's a little bit too far away now, unless you really try and swing with the rope.
Do it.
Swing. Take some momentum.
Yeah, I'll try and get some swing going and maybe.
It's going to take a little bit of time to get enough swing up. Okay. So, if you can give me, I guess it's going to be a strength roll.
Thing if you ain't got that swing.
That is that's a pass, normal pass.
Okay, so you'll definitely reach him next round. Okay. And what I'll say is I'll give you another D3 of damage if you hit him, because you gain momentum from that. If you hit him.
If I hit him.
If you hit him, yes. Okay, so then it is the younglings. I'm starting to think of them as younglings. So they are going to take another whack at Lin with their clubs, and there are 2 on you now. So again, outnumbering.
All right, well, I'm going to go down here, but I will attack back.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 4 points of luck to make that one a hard. And then the other one is an extreme. So my lowest is a hard.
Oh, okay. You do manage to beat both of them. One other thing that I wasn't apparently getting right is actually with maximum damage, I'm not sure, but impales you can only do it on your turn rather than fighting back. So you can't get maximum damage, but you can roll your damage, obviously, because you've beaten them.
Okay. That is... that's only 3.
Only 3, okay. Beat both of them?
Oh!
Yeah, you beat both of them.
3, 4.
Okay.
It started off well, and then it didn't.
Okay. Right, so the second one goes down again because they were already quite wounded.
Is that the guy that spoke originally? Because I'd already hit him earlier, hadn't I?
Yeah, I'll say yes. Yeah,
okay. A personal mission accomplished.
the top student. Okay. And then one of them is going to go for Andrew again with his club.
Oh, wait, so there was 3 left. I thought there was 2. I miscounted. That's fine.
Yeah,
I just So there's
always been three,
now
yeah.
2.
There's now 2. Yeah, you take
Got
one
you,
down.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to try and get out of the way because if I'm able to,
It'll be with a penalty, but you can do a dodge. Yes.
I will do a dodge. Well, I will attempt a dodge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not dodging.
He got a hard, I'm afraid. So the club comes down on you for 5 points of damage.
That's me at -1.
Okay, so you're not dying because you haven't got a major wound, but you are out for the count. So again, you feel this crack across your skull and everything goes dark. Right. Back to the top. So Zebedee is getting very pissed off with all of you. That's not the keeper talking at all. It is definitely Zebedee. He is gonna go for. He's gonna go for Alan again. Give me a power roll, please.
Power roll. 48.
Grabs hold of your torso.
That's a pass.
Okay, let's see what he does. Oh, okay. Okay, so he once again kind of tries to stare you down, but this time his piercing thoughts almost kind of break through to you, and you start feeling your stomach clench and shrivel up, quite literally. And he's not got that much left, but he's gonna give you 4 points of damage for that.
4 points of damage.
Yeah.
Hell's teeth. That's okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm over halfway down now.
Okay. But not a major wound, so you're still up there. But obviously a very horrendous feeling that he's giving you. At the minute, he's still got your hands around you, so he's a bit busy with you. So it is Lin's go to act next.
Okay, well, having kicked Zebedee in the back of the head last turn, done a split kick on the other 2, I think now it's time to... I'll have to try and kick his shin out. So I'm going to stamp, jump up and then sort of try and land on his shin.
Zebedee, presumably.
Whilst going, yeah!
Okay.
Okay, that is willing to spend 4 points to make that a hard, but I've got a major wound, so there's no point. Oh, no, I'll spend 2 points to make it a pass. So it's a pass overall.
I should probably give you a penalty, shouldn't I? Because of the.
Well, I would roll with disadvantage dice.
Oh, you did? Okay, that's fine.
That's what I've been doing, yeah.
I thought you were, but I wanted to double check.
That's why I was rolling twice, because it would have been a hard, and then it was oh no, the second roll screwed me.
Yeah. He rolled 90 on both times, and that was for a penalty for him. So you get that in on him. Okay.
That is 5 damage.
Yeah, he's way too distracted with Alan. Okay, so he's looking pretty exhausted now, actually. He's still holding on to Alan as much as he can just to kind of finish him off, maybe, or whatever it is. But you can see that he's losing his grip a little bit with his hands. Okay, next up is it's going to be Alan next.
Okay, well, I was swinging to kick him, but if he's got hold of me, I can't really swing.
So no, he's kind of grabbed hold of you and stopped you from swinging.
Yeah, so can I just bring my knee up really sharply?
You can certainly try, yes.
Okay, 28. So that's that is a hard pass.
Okay, he has also got a hard pass, but you were attacking, so you get the hit.
Okay, so is this just a single 3 this time, or is it a double 3?
It's a single. Yeah, it's because he kind of stopped you from doing your swing. Yes.
That's a 2.
It's a 2. Okay, well, you get him and he kind of does a jerky sort of sound almost in your face a bit. But he actually falls unconscious at that point.
Oh, it landed just right.
And the 2 students that are left kind of stop suddenly, and they look at each other, and they decide to very quickly make their way towards the exit. They drop their clubs and start moving towards these big doors on your right somewhere.
Oh, I've got to chase them down.
Yeah, you can if you want.
I'll have a go.
Cut me down.
Make me a con roll. Is this going to go into a chase?
That was a hard, and unfortunately, my disadvantage dice is just too much. So I fail.
Okay, yeah, they're too far ahead of you, so they rush through these double doors, and you can kind of hear as if they're maybe going up some stairs, but yes, you're now pretty much alone in here, except for this other guy who's still around this punching bag and starting to come round a bit.
Oh, the teacher, the chemistry guy, wasn't it? Yeah,
the chemistry teacher. Yes.
Well, first, we haven't really dealt with Zebedee yet because he's not dead.
You don't think he's dead, but he's definitely unconscious.
Someone could help me down.
Just climb down. Do what we did.
Sure,
it's not hard. It's just a
hook. I have to go for all that now.
I broke my
for one on rope.
You could just undo.
If we can do it,
you could just undo the knot.
I just broke my ribs.
This is not Lin's usual accent.
Usually I don't try to do one. Today I thought, fuck it, I'll take the criticism.
I believe you said, I don't want to do an accent because that would be incredibly racist.
I said it may come across as racist, yes. Because, it's going to be a tropey attempt at an accent.
Yes.
Then I thought, fuck it, our audience is only Australian anyway. They're full of racists.
So you admit that Braden is Australian and not British?
Well, I say the jury's actually out on that because, the evidence isn't actually that favourable to him. All we've got is his word. But you'll hear him talk, and he does proper sound like a British person doing a fake Australian accent where they're kind of, they're not breathing properly and they're talking through their nose because they're faking it.
I need to use the bathroom with all this laughter. Give me a sec.
Wow.
Straight up, he sounds like an English person faking an Australian accent.
Wow.
So I actually my own opinion of my own fake Australian accent is now higher after hearing Braden talk. You're muted, Giorgio.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm just let you do the talking.
Lovopia says it's not as racist as my stereotypical British accent. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. I kind of need the loo as well now. Oh, it's flushing already. It's done. It's too late. I'll just wet myself. It's fine. Oh, it's coming down the stairs. Let's make it a proper little mini break then.
All right.
Well, we could all die tonight. I mean, If for no other reason that Giorgio won't feel so alone.
Yeah.
He's rather close to the end to be dying, though.
It's too close to the end. That really itches quite a bit.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate. You actually went out there. I sort of almost missed that where you got killed.
Yeah, I thought it was just.
Yeah, I mean, 5th character is on the way. As you were fighting in the underground club, I did my research.
Oh, excellent.
So I'm thinking of a new character, but I need to interface with Jason, of course.
It's still January and I have the window open.
And it's got warmer the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here, but in the night it still goes negative. So I'm not opening my windows.
Oh, this session.
Looks like I'm going to have to get myself out of these ropes then, because no one else is going to help.
No one's helping you. It's terrible, isn't it? Well, I mean, at least you're not in Paul Liu's position.
Mm-hmm.
Could be
I'm
worse
in the hanging position. Battered hanging position.
Well, it seems like it'll be quicker to wait for Lou to come back to life and get me out of these ropes than rather wait for Andrew or Lin.
I mean, he's not really hanging so much as splayed.
Even better.
Yeah, they did a right job on him.
Yep. This beer's called Perfect Circle.
Oh, is that New Zealand as well?
I don't think so, actually. No, it isn't. I just thought it was funny because it went from extremes on your end to extremes on my end, and now it's kind of gone full circle back to you've got the other hand. That's all. Yes, anyway, so you have an unconscious Zebedee, and the students have run off.
They could be going to get help.
It could be, yes. So we need to probably get out, don't we? Take Zebedee with us. Oh, and the chemistry teacher guy.
Yes, but do we want Zebedee to wake up? He casts spell.
Yeah, it'd be easier to move if he could walk, but like you say,
do we want to question him?
He casts spells, but not particularly well. So,
all right, let's kick Zebedee while he's down. Do first aid to Andrew.
When you say kick him while he's down, is it to kill him or just to get some
coup de grace ass?
Yeah, basically, I'm kicking him in the head. I'm stomping his head.
Right.
Well, I mean, I thought you wanted to get information out of him.
Yeah, but I don't want him to cast a spell.
Blindfold him.
I mean, I was gonna say, how do you expect to interrogate him if you kick him in the head?
Well, we
talk or I'll kick you in the head.
We'll have a discussion about it whilst I do first aid to Andrew, because that's a prescient problem. So
okay, do a first aid roll.
I don't know if you're worth 20 luck.
That is a lot.
That is a lot of luck.
Well,
in all honesty, given what we've been up against, if there is another way to heal me that doesn't require you to spend that much luck, go for that instead.
Alan climbed down on Heatwai.
I'll have to get off this bloody rope.
Well,
so
you can, either of you can push the roll for first aid, or you're going to have to take him somewhere else.
If my skill was higher, I would push the roll, but it's not.
I have 55 in first aid, but I'm tied up. And no one will release me.
Broken rib, it's only me up. I have broken ribs. You get yourself off hook.
I'm going to have to climb up this bloody thing and fall.
It's not hard.
I'll say that you eventually either try and climb up, or you kind of manage to hook it off like this, but it does take a while.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try and help Andrew and maybe kind of strap something around Lin's chest to stop to support the ribs.
Okay.
There you go. You started this whole thing trying to seduce Zebedee, and it's the plain Australian who's getting his hands around your midriff.
Wait, so why are you putting your hands around her?
I'm going to tie something around her, like try and bandage, because we do with the ribs.
So doing first aid on her.
Yeah.
And both of them.
I do first aid on myself.
Okay. Andrew then.
It's gonna be a push roll.
That's just the Chinese version of Françoise. She went for Françoise.
He's not hot enough for me.
Oh, okay. If you want to be in pain, fair enough. Where's first aid? There you are, 31. Okay, 31. I could push that to make it a hard. I could spend luck.
You can't spend luck on a push roll.
Oh, okay. It's 31 then.
So you failed.
Well, no, that's 55 is my skill, so that's a pass.
Oh, okay. You're fine then. So, you kind of get your hands all sort of examining this horrible wrinkle, and you realize that you had something similar as well around your stomach. You don't really know what can deal with it really, but you are able to revive him enough that he gets a hit point back, mechanically speaking.
Okay.
So you get 1 hit point, Andrew.
Well, that was
You're still not feeling particularly well. You're still a bit nauseous from the
Can we maybe not try and not do that again?
Whilst Alan is doing first aid to Andrew, I'm going to tie Zebedee up. Only when I put him on the hook, I'm not going to put him on the hook like they did to us. I'm actually going to tie his rope to the chains above the hook.
Okay.
Because I want his feet off the floor, and B, I don't want him getting out as easily as we did.
Okay.
Hang him upside down. Hang him by his feet.
Once I finish dealing with Andrew, I'll go and release. I can't remember what he's called, but the chemistry teacher.
You never got his name, actually.
Oh, okay. I'll go and let him out.
Seriously, mate, hang him upside down.
Yeah, I'll do that.
What's happening? What's going on? Oh, my head.
Just take it easy. Just sit on the floor for a second and
where am I?
I'm not sure.
It's you again.
Yeah, we've been kidnapped by some people, but they seem to beat you rather badly.
He kind of sits on the floor, as you say, and he's trying to come around to his senses, and he looks at Zebedee, and he says, he looks familiar. Where have I seen him before?
Somewhere in the university?
Well, yeah. Yes, he popped in a few times to speak to Dr. Morgan. Oh God, my head.
Dr. Morgan. Is that new to us?
Yeah, you've never heard of the name Dr. Morgan before.
I suspect it might have been the guy that was casting the spells before and got shot. Right, I'm going to get a bucket of water. If I can find one.
Yes. So there is, after you've had a little look around, there's basically like a shower area. So yeah, you can get some, fill some water from a tap. Yeah.
And I throw it over Zebedee in an effort to bring him round.
Okay. Whilst you're getting the water, yeah, the Dr. Morgan, Dr. Morgan, the doctor you're speaking to, yeah, he kind of remembers a bit and says, "Oh my God, it was Dr. Morgan who attacked me. Yes, I remember. After you left, you wanted me to do those tests for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
He came in a few minutes after, and he wanted to know what I was doing, and it's as if he knew what it was I was doing before I even told him. And he pinned me against the wall and demanded that I tell him who you were and all this."
Yeah, they're part of some sort of cult thing. They're very deluded people. But if you catch your breath a minute, because we're gonna have to be moving in a minute.
But he's my boss. He's my head of department. He can't be a cultist.
Well, he is. So
where is he?
I realise that he may not have been wearing his membership badge at work, but I can assure you he is a cultist.
we don't know him, so I don't know. He might have been here, but there's a few that have run away, so we need to be going reasonably soon.
Wait, I recognise this place. Oh my God, we're under the university. This is one of the old boxing rings. I thought this place was all closed up.
And at that point, I look up at my friend and say, "I think we may be zeroing in on our possible error."
Not really error when somebody else says they're the ones investigating the cult.
Anyway, as you get back with your water and you throw it over Zebedee, and he awakes with a start.
You attempt to cast spell, I hit you with the bucket, not the water.
Not that I'm particularly able to do such a thing right now in this position.
Oh, good. So, talk.
About what? The weather?
Cult. Your cult, you idiot.
Well, surely you know about us already, or else why would you be here?
Well, I know you'll try to bring end of world around, and I give the date. I know you are where you're trying to do it. I know how to stop that. But what I don't know is who you're connected to.
At the minute, I'm connected to this punching bag.
Sarcasm will get you hit. That is last warning.
Fine.
You talk to Gavigan?
No.
You talk to...
I've only heard his name.
So
Never met him.
Who do you talk to? Who is above you in cult?
He just laughs and says, "I'll never tell you."
Okay. I know the answer to that one. It was, and I give the head of the department guy's name. But who did he talk to? Probably somebody I already killed with my friends here. But I want to know.
The key to knowledge, if you want to keep it hidden, is not to tell anybody.
Ah, so you're claiming you're imbecile and of no use to us. Imbecile, oh my god, that was Francois. You're claiming so much ignorance that you be of no use to us. That is not a survivalist mindset.
If you kill me now, I don't care, but they'll find you soon. And he kind of looks up with his eyes as if he means, the university.
So how many of you at this university?
We are quite an eclectic bunch. We have a lot of power over this institute. If you kill me, you won't take all of us down.
You'll be surprised what animal nitrate can do. You've been using it wrong.
Someone else just laughed outside the window. That was a bit weird.
What do you and your friends know about us?
Well, like I said before, this one, and he pointed his head at Lin, has been spotted in Darwin. And again, given that there's 2 Chinese people who've suddenly turned up after a big island off the South China Sea exploded, too much of a coincidence not to follow up.
I get it. You're so racist in this country, you know when a China person is in a town.
No, I know that you asked about those weird drawings.
Yes, and I found the answers to them too. With my friends, we are going to stop you. Your cult has failed. And so have you, but you seem to have nothing of use to us, so...
Oh, who's the head of the cult in Sydney?
Heads don't work so well in this sort of hierarchy that we have. We take on our own independent duties. There are many of us far and wide, and we're getting bigger and stronger. You won't take us down. We've already killed one of you.
We're not going to take you down at the moment. We're hanging you up.
You can make me a psychology roll if you want.
Did you hang it upside down in the end?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let's fill that bucket of water back up.
What are you planning? I failed by 5, so I could pass if I need to, but hoping somebody else.
No, nowhere close.
Alan?
Sorry, what was that? Sorry?
Psychology?
You can do psychology.
No, that's a fail.
Okay, I'll spend the 5 luck. Somebody's got to pass.
You think he's aware of the other sort of head honcho's demise, and whilst he's not giving away if there are any more kind of, big cheese in Sydney, he thinks that you definitely have the potential. So he doesn't want to reveal anybody else or, anything like that to you.
Well, you won't even confirm the things we know to be true, so I guess you're no use at all. Shame.
I'll go and get the
totally
bucket of
wanted
water.
to sleep with you, but now you'll be dead.
Well, I hope the police find you very promptly. This is the University of Sydney, not some crappy college on the outskirts of no man's land.
You smuggled us in, and we shall disappear without sight.
That's because we have power. We can
I
get
blew
in
up
and
an
out
island. How much power you think we have?
Told you it wasn't a coincidence.
Shame you'll never get to report it, and I hit him with the bucket repeatedly.
Oh.
Okay. Yes, I say
water.
eventually, yeah, you completely dent his head in.
Thanks for making it heavier for me, Alan.
So instead of him kicking the bucket kicked him.
I was going to put his head in it.
He wasn't going to say anything. He was useless.
He might have done. You don't know.
And there's no way we want him reporting back anything.
We can still put his head in it.
Liu is grimacing from beyond the grave.
Actually, Lou, we need to go and see him and take him down.
I then write a suicide note.
What, as him, you mean, or what? Oh, okay.
For lols.
Okay.
I am sorry. I can't do it anymore.
After killing my professor and dear friend, and the name of that professor guy again, I felt I couldn't go on, and
I shot myself in the stomach. I battered myself to a club a bunch of times.
I'll unhook him so he's no longer hanging up. And how do we make the battering look legit?
I thrown myself at clubs repeatedly to end the suffering.
I hereby absolve my assailants from any, for my murder. I paid them to do it.
He put a hit on himself.
Cut him down.
Yes.
I'm not going to leave him tied up.
Yeah, literally cut him down, untie his binds, and leave him there. Make it look like he just fell from a high height, which is why he's got all the dents in his head.
Put him underneath the body that he has killed, and say, I also confess to the murder of Liu.
Yep.
Which I did because he was Chinese. I mean, it'll be found by the cult anyway, but it's just for lols. All right. And then I guess we've got to sneak out of here.
We've got to take this chemistry guy with us as well.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything with Liu's body?
I want to take him. Oh, do we want to do that now? You've left that letter. I was going to take him down.
It's going to take a bit of time to get him down, given his state.
They're going to go. Those other guys are gone for backup, aren't they?
Cremate him.
We could set fire to the whole place.
Yeah, just cremate him. Say our goodbyes, and cremate him.
We'll use Zebedee as a source of fuel for a fire.
Absolutely.
And put him on the boxing ring so it's got more material to burn.
You are in a university.
Yeah, we're in the basement, and it's full of cultists, this place.
So you're going to burn the University of Sydney?
Yeah.
What can we say?
Look, we're players.
Smash the system.
It's been that sort of session.
We're burning knowledge.
You've taken me to within a few hit points of my life and give me a major wound. This is
oh, boo-hoo.
Like, Giorgio died. Alan got badly hurt. Andrew got a major wound. This is our catharsis.
No, I didn't.
Players is what we do.
I might have got a major wound, but you argued the point, which got me off of that.
I did the numbers. Yeah.
Saying to burn such a prestigious place down will have consequences.
We're trying to save the fucking world. It's all or nothing.
Also, I've asked for a cremation.
I mean, your letter's probably going to be burnt up if you do that as well, for starters.
Yeah, I know, but I just
I suppose the consequences will be the rest of the clues we need are in the university.
maybe we don't set fire to the place, but I just...
We set fire. We're definitely going to set fire to Lou.
I suppose we could do that just like on the floor where it's not near
Yeah.
anything flammable.
'Cause
But then you need to cover him in some kind of fuel source for the fire.
Hopefully he's in. Hopefully he's in sort of clothing and so on.
You need to wrap him in some blankets or something. Just
he's got a bit of jacket left on him, but apart from that, not really.
Are there drapes?
Yes, I'll say there are drapes at the back. They're quite big, though. They cover quite a big area.
Wasn't he draping something across the boxing ring?
Yeah. The almost like a kind of a curtain with the sambat.
Let's burn him in the boxing ring. It would seem somewhat fitting to put him on some sort of...
That's a lot of flammable material, though, when we're underneath the university. Like, if we're not setting fire to the building, we don't want to do it on the boxing ring.
You can't make a cultist omelette without breaking a few university eggs.
Oh, didn't he ask to be cremated, though? Of course, I didn't hear that, but as a character. So let's leave him.
The reason I want to burn him is in case these cultists need the body parts for something.
No, they've already desecrated it.
We can't take the body out. It's in such a mess. We can't get him out. So we're either going to leave him or...
On the plus side, he's not going to get eaten by insects, which is, I think, why you wanted a cremation.
He could still get eaten by insects. He's just not going to know about it.
Yeah, there's that too. Let's go. Now we'll say a few words.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll say a few words. I'll say something in Cantonese. Make it sound...
You dodged when you should have ducked.
I will say, like, if you give me a bit more on what you want to say, I could give you a bonus die for role playing.
Okay, I'll say, Liu, I will miss your company, but I guess karma works faster than anyone could have hoped.
Weren't you having him shot when he got back to China?
I had his family killed.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Just let him off lightly.
Well, at least he's going to meet them now.
You can have a bonus die.
Oh, thank you.
Would anyone else like to say a few words?
I won't say anything particularly personal. I'll just recite a prayer.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be a great loss.
Especially as we're so close to killing these guys, we could have really done with a muscle, but you know.
Yeah, we needed someone like that in the tight scrapes we were getting in.
We did. And now
I have a funny feeling we're going to bump into someone soon. Don't worry about it.
Ooh. Whilst you're making the sign of the cross, Andrew, you can't help but when you're looking at Liu, it's almost like his arms move slightly.
Okay, fire.
In nomine Padre, et Filii, et Spiritus Flambe. We're cooking him.
And you hear the sound of somebody in your ear go, "Yes, kill him. Kill him again and again. You're so good at killing, Andrew." Shall we leave it there for tonight?
I think we should.
My lord?
You're soon to be lord.
Not if I can help it.
I'm just happy that it wasn't just Pranet hearing shit.
Oh, absolutely not.
More anyway. Wow.
Well, I've been hearing voices before. Back at that house, I had a, you know,
True.
You know, the far away, a really small man.
Yeah, it's the same voice.
The bastards found us.
Wow.
Well, that was a session, wasn't it?
We couldn't just leave, could we?
Nope.
No.
Nope. We don't do just leave. We never do just leave.
So, yeah, Zhao's actually dead, and he's splayed apart enough to be we're certain he's dead. We'll check it.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. We know he's dead. It's Andrew has a very loose grip on reality. / is talking to Black Pharaoh / Bat God thing / everything else, which all seems to be one entity and many and different ones at the same time and everything else. Especially remember, like, this is kind of a pattern though, because you remember Francois used to have conversations with the Black Pharaoh before we met him.
Indeed, yes.
All the way back to the Prelude.
Yep.
She kept having conversations with him in different places until eventually meeting him.
And then in Mr. House, you defaced his stone and stuff.
And then when I eventually meet him, he doesn't let me talk. It's horrific.
No, because he's had enough of you by that point.
Bad manners, frankly.
It was absolutely terrible.
He's a god. He can do what the fuck he wants.
Kind of rude, to be honest.
You say that now.
You keep omitting the part where you were destroying all this really nice decor and all that.
Details.
They actually were. They were quite important.
Oh, good. Glad we wrecked him.
Yeah, for him.
Yeah. So he was angry with you.
Well, in fairness, I've always said this about Francois's death, right? In fairness, she had shot a god previously and very nearly killed it by accident. So she assumed she could do the same on purpose.
Yes, I know. It makes a lot of sense.
Hence, she demanded that he get down on his knees and worship her.
The thing is that in the book with
it was a bold move.
In the book with Bass being a panther and stuff in her, well, not Bass's daughter, because she's not officially a god, she does have stats, therefore you can kill her, which you basically did. Whereas an actual god is still much stronger.
Yeah, she didn't know that.
I know! I still can't believe you killed Bass's daughter. That's just...
I don't think actually do it.
You didn't actually kill her, though.
She had a couple of hit points left, I think.
We let her go. I think Francois let her go. I don't think she killed her.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. I did impale her, though. That was the thing, wasn't it? I got an accidental impale. Well, I say accidental.
It was not accidental.
I mean, all right. I mean, I was aiming. You know.
Uh-huh.
It was my intention to shoot it. I didn't know it was a god or God's daughter. I didn't know it was on our side. And I got an impale.
Yes, I'm sure there are a few things that you might regret during the course of the campaign by now, but...
like I said earlier in the session, there are certain life choices I wish to review.
I told you
dear.
it's not just a mantra I say as a joke. It is actually something worth exploring.
Well, that turned into a different session I was waiting for.
That was a very different session. More importantly, I think that was a very different session to the one Jason thought he'd prepped for.
To start with, but not for the whole thing, no. But who's doing recap next session?
I don't know. It's either Phil or Ronnie. I believe Phil.
I believe it's Phil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, David. Nice to see you. One of the Discord people.
Hello, David.
Hello.
Cool.
Yes.
All right then. I will.
David,
Yes.
we are the group that managed in one particular campaign to accidentally kill about 1 billion people per session.
Wasn't that many?
You're accidentally killing a god.
It was only 1
Small
billion per
fry.
session if you average it out.
Yeah.
It was not Call of Cthulhu, by the way. It was not the system. Right, I'm going to cut the broadcast there. We will see you next week.
Next Monday.
And see what happens.
Or possibly
next.
because Ronnie's got.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly. We'll see.
Might have to go and serve Her Majesty.
Not directly, but yes.
Not directly.
We'll have to
We'll
see.
see.
We may or may not be there. Okay. Bye-bye.